Hi, I'm Sin, welcome to my booktube channel, and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be sharing my April TBR with you guys, and just for a little bit of context, I don't do this. I tried to for a while, and I would just read basically nothing from the TBR. It just doesn't work for me. However, I thought that it could be interesting to just try it out one more time. I probably won't do this again, maybe once in a blue moon, but this is not going to be a regular thing. I just want to get that out of the way right off the bat, just so that we're all on the same page, that we don't set any expectations here. Don't expect this, just don't. But let's get into the stack. I only own 4 of them physically, so there'll be a picture for the 5th one. Let's get into these. So the reason that I wanted to do this, in case anyone's wondering, is because I just felt the urge to do this with a theme, you know? And the theme is I let some booktubers choose these reads. So for each of these, I provided 3 options that they could choose between, and let's get into it. Starting off strong with a pick from my friend Rex. I'll put a picture of her channel over here, and they'll all be linked in the description, so if you want to go check any of them out, feel free to do so, and in fact, please do so. So she had the opportunity to choose between Murakami's What I Talk About When I Talk About Running, which is basically a memoir, but a lot of people have said that it's so much about running that it's kind of just a how to run, let's run type book. So there was this one, but that is not what she... Then I sent her also, there was like a picture, and one of the options in that picture was, let me just get the title right, The September House by Marisa Orlando. Here it is. I have the audiobook, so I sent that as well, and she didn't choose that. But what she did choose was the 3rd option, which was Brothers Grimm Fairy Tales. This is the Collins Classics edition of this, and this is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a collection of fairy tales. So these are like the classic fairy tales, the originals. And this one has, I actually started reading it a very long time ago and then just completely forgot. So I think I'll probably just pick up where I left off, which was on Hansel and Gretel over here. And that's just because these are all just little short stories. I've already read them and I do remember them. I've got weirdly good memory. So for this one, I will just be continuing it and just aiming to actually finish it. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62 fairy tales in this not particularly thick book. So I'm baffled. I don't know how we fit that many in here. But this is what Rex chose for me to read, and I'm really excited to get into this one just because I've been meaning to for a really long time. Okay, so the next round of books, I actually don't own any of these physically, and I sent these to Jaime. Here's her channel, link below, please check her out. She's incredible, I love her content. Anyway, so I sent her Dawn of the Firebird by Sarah Mughal Rana as one of the options, and that's not the one she chose. I also sent her Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I have the audiobook to that one, and I've been meaning to get round to it, but she didn't choose that one either, which I felt like it was a really big toss-up between the 3 that I sent her, because I know based on her content that she has read all of these and does really love all 3, which is why I chose to send this little selection of 3 to her. But unsurprisingly, the 3rd option, which was The Poet Empress by Shen Tao, she did choose for me to read. I'm not surprised by this at all. She has been raving about this book for quite some time, and I am extremely curious about this one. This one is a fantasy, and in this fantasy, poetry plays a very big role in the magic system, and that's all I really know about it. I don't know much else about it, ironically. I've been trying my best to avoid knowing too much because I really do love going into a book blind, so I'm really excited to get into this one, and I think I might actually try and twist my partner's arm into buddy reading it with me because I think that he might enjoy this too. I just have a feeling that he's really gonna like this kind of vibe, and I also think that I'm going to really like this kind of vibe. So I'm so excited to get into this one. I actually feel very positive that I will actually read at least this one out of the 5, if not all of them. Okay, so for pick number 3, I own all 3 books that I sent this individual an image to, and this is Kay. This is her YouTube channel. I sent her 3 books just like I did with everyone else, and she chose a book that I actually think my bestie Danny is going to be so excited for me to read, because she loved this book. She actually annotated my copy of it, so I'm especially excited to read this one. I'm really glad that Kay ended up choosing this, but I do have a feeling that 2 out of these 3 books Danny would have been ecstatic for, so I feel like that was just meant to be. But the 3 options were The Shining by Stephen King. Now, I'll admit I'm a little sad that Kay didn't pick this one, because I have been in such a Stephen King mood ever since I finished Pet Sematary, but I just haven't gotten around to picking up my next Stephen King yet. So I might be a little ambitious, try to read this during this month anyway, but Stephen King, it was a no for Kay. But, okay, now the next 2, both classics, both by women, both gothic literature, a win-win in both situations, and Danny is obsessed with both of these. So option 1, option 2, technically. Danny, I'm so sorry. This one was not chosen. Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights, I know. So this was actually meant to be a book club read a while ago, but I didn't get round to reading her. I did start it and then completely forgot I was reading it. Then I started it again. Then I forgot I was reading it again. Embarrassing, I know. But hey, maybe I'll be really ambitious. Maybe I'll read so many books this month and I'll get round to this one as well. But spoiler alert, wasn't this one. Now, Danny, buddy, friend, based on me saying that you annotated this copy, I think you already know what's coming for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I am so excited for this. I am actually so excited. Like I said, this is annotated by my friend, so we've got some little highlights going on in here. It looks like we have some sticky notes in here. Oh, I just went past one. Yep, got some sticky notes in here. I am very excited. I'm going to annotate it as well myself. I just need to try and find some tabs that I can use that will stick out and really just be very clear that those were mine and these were hers. So yes, I am so excited. The back of this literally just says, "To be together is for us to be at once as free as in solitude, as gay as in company." Period. Love that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm extremely excited. I cannot wait to get into this. Hopefully, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers fucking crossed. Okay, so for book 4, I also own all 3 of the books, but one of them is behind my phone right now, which I'm filming on, and it took a while to get this propped up right, so I'm not going to be taking it out. But one of the options was the 4th book in the Coffee Gets Cold little series situation. I can't remember what it's called. I'm trying to see. Before We Say Goodbye is what it's called. It's by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. It's the pink one, and this was not chosen. Let's just get that out of the way. Oh, also, by the way, oh my gosh, so sorry. Ma with Reads. Yeah, Ma with Reads, that's how you can find her on YouTube. She chose these for me. She's really into K-pop and reading, and I've noticed she's been reading quite a little bit of romance. She's been rereading some stuff, so if you're into that type of bookish K-pop content, she's your girl. But anyway, she didn't choose the Before the Coffee Gets Cold book. And another book that she did not choose was Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis and Other Stories. I have been meaning to get around to this, and honestly I'm kind of glad she didn't choose this, because I wasn't really in the mood for this, but I felt like, okay, let me just throw this in here, and then if someone does choose it, fate, it's just meant to be. But this one wasn't chosen, so Franz Kafka, I'm sorry, but you are chopped. Anyway, why did I just make a like Master Chef? I think that's what it was from reference, where they like you were off the chopping block, that thing. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Moving on swiftly to what she did choose, which like absolute legend for that, because because she hasn't read any of these books, but she said that the middle one in the picture seemed really interesting. So she chose Please Look After Mother by Kyung-Suk Shin. I think I've read one book by this author. Let me just double check. Yes, I've read one book by this author. That was Violet, and I actually read it in a video on this channel. I think it's still up. I believe the video where I read that is still up. So if it is, I'll leave that in the little description below. You can go check out that video. It'll also be in the end cards probably, but I don't know if I'll remember to do that. We'll see. But yeah, Please Look After Mother. This is, I believe, literary fiction. It's a 69-year-old is separated from her husband in Seoul subway station. She's being looked for by her family, and some secrets are starting to reveal themselves. How well do they actually know their mom? That's the vibe. That's the vibe. And hopefully I will read this. I do have an idea for a vlog that I might be able to sneak this into, so hopes are high for this one. I might actually read it. Now for technically the final book, but I do have a bonus book that I'm going to be reading, which I'm like really nervous about, but I'm gonna announce that here so that I'm obligated, even though I'm technically already obligated because it's a buddy read. But anyway, so I had Margins of Marisa is, I believe, the YouTube like tag, but here's the picture. Go check her out. She's fun, she's whimsical, we love her. But Marisa, I sent her 3 books just like everyone else. I'm not sure if she noticed the audiobook because of the way I put it into the picture. I think it kind of blended into my, like, I took a photo of the books on my bed and my bedding is black. I think I might have blended in a little too much. I don't know if she saw it, but if she didn't, it doesn't matter. Fate. It was meant to be destiny. I'm supposed to read this book, it's fine. But I'm really glad with what she chose. So the audiobook that she did not choose was The Witch's Heart by Genevieve Gornicek. I feel horrible. I should look up how to say this, but I'm kind of in a rush right now because it's the 1st of April and I need to get this up. I'm so sorry to anyone who is upset by the way that I just said that surname, but I tried my best. I'm really intrigued, so honestly, because it's an audiobook, I might listen to it anyway this month. We'll see what I have the time for, but that was not chosen, so it doesn't matter. Now, this is a relief. Actually, I'm really glad you didn't choose the next book that I'm about to tell you about. Assault and Hunger by Chelsea G. Summers. So my reasoning for that is because I started it years ago at this point. I started reading it, and then there was this line that just I did not like, where she described someone, you know, stabbing someone, and she described like the shape of that motion, and compared it to a miner's boobs. And I've been icked out ever since. So honestly, I might actually just unhaul that book. And I'm sure that it's like an intentional thing, and I'm supposed to be uncomfortable because of it, considering the nature of the book. But I fear it may have been too many slices for me. So I might be unhauling that book, potentially. But I'm really relieved that that book wasn't chosen. I was trying to give it one last shot, one last chance, potentially, but it wasn't chosen, and I hate to say it, I'm relieved. Anyway, but the book that she did choose, I'm so excited for, because I started it, story of my life, started it a long time ago, forgot I was reading it, but I can't wait to get into this. This is Howl's Moving Castle by Diane Wynne-Jones. Wynne-Jones? Not sure. I love the movie. The movie, Chef's Kiss. I'm gonna make my partner watch the movie with me this month after I read the book. I'm so excited to get into this. The movie is literally made of gold. It's so good. The soundtrack is iconic. I am absolutely reading this while listening to the soundtrack from the movie, like 100%. It's not even a question, dude. It's not even a question. But just know that I will be insufferable if I don't like this book. But I will also be insufferable if I do, because I probably won't shut up about it. Anyway, so that's the end of this. These are all the books that were chosen by Booktubers for me. Just a little recap. We have Brothers Grimm fairy tales, the classics, We love them, this one. Then we have, I'm gonna drop things. The Poet Empress by Shen Tao. Then Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Very excited. I had two Bronte sisters going against each other there. What a whimsical time. And then Please Look After Mother by Kim Suk Shin. And last but not least, House Moving Castle by Diane Wynne Jones. Very excited for these. I am quite chuffed with this combination of books. I feel like these are all pretty different from each other, but also not too different from each other to a point where it maybe feels a little weird. So I think that this is going to be a good reading month if I do actually read these. We'll see. But wish me luck. Hopefully I do read these. Okay guys, so bonus book time. Okay. Wow, this is kind of scary actually. So you see that? You see the size of it? This is almost as thick as my finger, and I have pretty large hands. You see that? Ooh, oh, spoilers. You see the stature? You see the size? This is massive. Look at that. Look at all those pages. This is one QA4 by Haruki Murakami. This is a full 1,300 and I think 17? No, 15? No, 17. Oh, 1,318 pages. I don't know if it'll be able to pick that up, but if I hide behind it, will it work? Please. I'll put a picture of it in. It's a lot of pages. I'm buddy reading this with, and you can check her out on Bookstagram. She's a Bookstagram girly. Here's the page. I'm reading that with my Bookstagram buddy, and I am terrified. So scared. But yeah, we're buddy reading this for April, so I have all month. I have the entire month to read this. I was interrupted, but that was the end of the video, so goodbye and good luck to me. I'll say it to myself. Guys, leave me some luck in the comments. Anyway, let me know if there are any of these books from my April TBR that you really want me to read or want me to share the experience of reading, and hopefully that might motivate me. Also, shout out to the dogs for saying goodbye to you guys as well. That's very sweet of them. They're very well mannered. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for watching and goodbye.